We'll say one or two more questions if anyone has any, because we have to slowly wrap it up.
I'll do
Just
one more.
slowly.
Hello again. I wanted to ask what's the weirdest situation you ever had a song come to you? You just said earlier you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh my god, I just wrote a song. Is there a weird situation kind of thing?
Can I say that I know a recent one, but I will not divulge it. I will never divulge it, ever.
How dirty or embarrassing is this?
Years from now, re-ask that question. There's a song on the new album that the inspiration from the song is so random. No one will even guess what song it is, but it has a double meaning about something completely different. And once the song was finished, I think I started it at night. He and I started writing it at night, and then next day I finished all the lyrics, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe that song is actually what that song is actually about." And I was like, "Yeah," and he goes, "You know, you can't tell anybody that, right?" I don't think anybody will really appreciate the song anymore if they know its true meaning, you know. So
No, I didn't mean it like that. I just meant it's the double meaning, and then sort of what everybody and what I would get out of it if I didn't know the background. It's kind of let people get that first.
totally, I want people to paint their own picture. Right?
Yeah, and then later on.
But years from now, okay, if we're in this room 4 years from now, 4? Yeah, 2 years.
2 years after the record comes out.
After the record comes out, 2 years from now, ask which song on this album.
Same question.
Yeah, same exact question. Aside from that, I don't know, Wasted Jamie was a pretty random one. Because that one came at me. Oh, you know what was a good one? Chloe Bowed Her Head. It was a great song because I literally wrote it while it was happening. Both were dates too.
Yeah.
I was on a date with this girl, and she was crazy. Yeah, from Ojai. And it was the first time I had ever gone to Ojai. And now it's like my home. I love it there. But at this first experience I had with this girl, I'll tell you a little bit about it just because we have a little time. So is anybody going to ask another question, or can I just wrap it up with this quick little story? Okay. So I had heard from. Does anybody? You guys know who Bill Paxton is?
Yeah.
I met him in LA one time, and he said we were talking about something. I just moved from Hawaii back to LA, and we were talking one time, and randomly met, and he said. We were talking about something, and he goes, "Oh, I love Hawaii. Yeah, I love Hawaii too." We were talking about what island I lived on. He said, "You know, you would love is Ojai. Have you ever been to Ojai?" I said, "No." He said, "I actually have a place there. It's my favorite place. I love it. You should go check it out." So I've been wanting to go there for a long time, and I was out in Malibu at the Malibu Inn watching a band play, and I met this girl. She was like this 6-foot blonde, gorgeous girl. She kept staring at me from across the bar, and it was like, girls in LA don't generally, especially beautiful 6-foot blonde girls, don't generally have to hit on guys because it's LA, and you know. And so my friends that I was with, they're like, "Gosh, that girl's really keep staring at me." I said, "I know." Finally, she came, I went to the bar to order something, and she came up to me and was like, "Hi." I said, "Hello." And I thought, you don't even know that I play music and you're hitting on me. This is awesome. Usually I have to cook or play music or something to get a girl's attention like this. And she comes up to me and she says, "What's your name?" And we start talking. I said, "So where are you from?" She said, "Well, I'm actually from Alaska, but I live in Ojai." I said, "Oh, I've always wanted to go to Ojai." She said, "Well, maybe you should take me on a date, and then that way you could come there." I was like, "Yeah, done, number." It was like the easiest encounter ever. So I said, "Well, let's go out this week. Let's go out Friday night." She said, "Okay." So that hot wire on Friday night, go beyond every city line. So I got there, and And this girl just turned out to be totally crazy, and one of many. And she, at one point, she goes, "Do you mind if we go to my friend's house?" We were at dinner. I said, "No, sure, let's go." She goes, "I just have to go check out some pictures over there." And so we went. Her friend played music. She played piano. I played guitar, so I was playing guitar. We were all having fun. She was like, "We've run out of champagne. Can we go to the store?" I said, "Sure." So we go to walk down the street. We were drinking champagne. I don't know why. There was champagne at the house, I think, and they were drinking it. So I was like, "Yeah, sure." So we walked by. She had a plastic red Solo cup full of champagne. And we walked past this church that had a red light coming from inside of it. And all of a sudden, we were like walking, and she just stopped. And I kept walking, and I turned around, and I was like, "What's going on?" And she walks up to the front of the church, and she's like, "Let's pray." And she put her head down, and I was like, boom. It was like getting high and oh high again. Well, we maybe smoked some pot before that. Getting high and oh high again, caught between a lover and a friend. There's a red light in the church, some full moon overhead. There was a full moon over. And the whole picture was just like, fuck, I'm not a painter, so there's only one way I'm going to be able to capture this moment, and it's through song, So it really was like, it all flooded in, and it was like, boom, done, And I think while she was praying, I was like, she came out, and so yeah, those are the weird, and you know what? I love those moments. Those moments are so cool. There's the other moments where you're laying in bed and all of a sudden a melody comes to you and you're like, oh, and then you sit down with your guitar and you figure it out and work out all pieces and you put it all together and everything. But I like the ones that come that are sparked by moments like that, where you're just like, that are pictures, and so that's it. It's my story. I'm sticking to it. Thank you guys so much for having us here to ask us questions. We're going to go back and... Cheers.